What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy J Star back again with the Monday night week 13 showdown, man. We got Cincinnati versus the Jaguars. This would have been probably a really good game. I mean, if Burrow was able to go. But without him, man, this kind of sucks. But we're going to get right into this as we always do. It looks like we got Bengals playing a 11 personnel and the Jaguars playing a 12 personnel. So we got double tight end versus 3 wide receiver set. I think defensively we got the same defenses, 2 1 high defenses. I believe they both play man too at that too, so they're kind of used to going against these defenses at practice too at that. So looking at the Cincinnati side of things, I'm thinking it has to be Chase or of course, matter of fact, doesn't even have to be Chase really too because Jacksonville is actually pretty good at stopping number one. So it's out of Higgins or Chase here. So it depends on which number one receiver they plan on stopping, but the other one is probably going to be able to get something going there. And besides that, I think Mixon could be in play here too. Because I believe that Jacksonville, is a team you're supposed to attack your running back out the backfield catching. So Mixon could be in play for something like that. Besides that, we're looking at of course, Boyd is going to get his targets and things like that, so you can definitely take him. But it looks like Jacksonville is not really giving up much at kicker. Defense, they are giving up decent points here, and we've seen defense been making a lot of lineups, man. So gotta go ahead and put them in there. And then looks like that's almost about it, man, from this side. Because tight end is decent 11 points there. But they haven't really. I thought they was going with Hudson. Let me see. What's the latest with Hudson? Because Sample, I thought, got the touchdown last week. And I was like, come on now. Just when you thought they was, getting it together. But, okay, he did still have this decent amount of targets. So, of course, I would still say Hudson then. I would lean to Hudson on there. Besides that, switching over to the other side here. It looks like, of course, the Bengals, we know they're really bad against tight ends. So we got to say Evan Ingram is going to be in play here. Also attacking the middle of the field in the slot for wide receiver. Yards per reception is really high. ADOT is really high. Yards after contact is very high. Really should be in play to put at captain here. And also I would say ETN is going to be in play as long as he's able to go. Because yards per carry is high and touchdowns to running backs is really pretty high too as well. So all that goes well for ETN. But let's see what's going on with him too. Ribs remain limited at practice. So if he's able to go, definitely. If he's not able to go, then Bigsby possibly starts. It's going to be a play here. But then just for flex plays, we're looking at these three, of course. I think. I want to say, where is he at again? My bad. Did I put Ridley here? My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to put Ridley there. I meant to say Kirk is going to be the best play at captain with Ingram and stuff like that. And, of course, so my bad. Did not mean to say Ridley. Ridley's out wide. Kirk is in the slot. So Kirk definitely has the matchup. They're pretty good at stopping wide receivers over here. So I would think Ridley has a harder time in this game, as well as even like a Zay Jones. But maybe he doesn't have as hard of a time as Ridley. I think Ridley's matchup would be a harder, tougher matchup for him. But Zay Jones could do something. They like to look for him in the red zone too, so he's possibly in play for that. When it comes to kicking, it looks like that's very high for the Cincinnati Bengals. So McManus is going to be in play, and we already know Jacksonville kind of struggles to score all the time too when they get in the red zone or just score period. So definitely their kicker is going to be in play there. Defense, it's like a whole point short here for Cincinnati, but that was before, of course, Burrow. Possibly the Jaguars defense could be a play. They are expensive though. So looking at, let's see, anything else I like here. We already have Ingram. I know they also, since they do run 12, I always tell y'all, we got to look at all the tight ends because of that. Because slipping out the backfield could be the other tight end that's out there blocking. And I believe, what is it? It's just Strange, right? Is he playing still or is he hurt? Questionable. Okay, so he's questionable. And the other one's Farrell, right? Or Farrell. They're both questionable. So, man, that's going to be hard. I wonder if they're going to play a little bit more 11 then because of that. So they might end up doing that because they're questionable for their tight end. So they're not going to probably be able to run as much 12 as they want to. So yeah, so it's looking like Evan Ingram is probably just one of the best plays then, since all the tight ends are banged up. But like I said, Bigsby possibly could be a play if ETN doesn't play, of course. And if he's really just kind of if you want to still take a chance that since he is questionable anyways going into the game, he could actually steal a touchdown or something like that, because it is a decent matchup there for the running back. So he possibly could be a low play here. That's really about it. I think Irwin, how did he do last game? Not really. Didn't get the targets like he usually gets when Burrow is there. Yeah, so that's probably much about it there. So just making a one lineup here. Let's see. What am I thinking here? Thinking since we seem really have like back-to-back games, it's time for another receiver here. So I'm gonna go with Kirk showing up huge in this game here. I'm gonna also go with Trevor Lawrence, of course, to go with Kirk. I'm going to go with that he does use Ingram like he has been consistently using him, but I just think Ingram finally gets a nice like 15 or something points fantasy here. Maybe he scores a touchdown on one of those catches. And then I'm looking at, let's see, Higgins is cheap. I don't think he played the last game, right? Because, week 9, so he hasn't played for a while. Man, he is really cheap there, but if ETN is a go, I would kind of lean to ETN still. And then to me, I know this is heavily loaded with Jacksonville players here, but I'm still thinking Bengals defense, man. Just these defenses just been making it in. Like, I could still see Trevor Lawrence making a mistake here in this game. If he ends up trying to force it over to, I would say, really because he's been doing so well, then I could see that being where he makes the mistake and it gets a pick. And then also, I would kind of lean to Mixon here, I think, because since I can't afford Higgins, who I feel like would be where they should attack. Since I can't afford him, I'm just go ahead and go with Mixon then as a run back there. So that's it, man, for my final look. Hopefully, this is able to cash, man, because golly, these showdowns have been kind of crazy lately. That one on Cowboys was ridiculous. Wow, man, that game went like just, what do we have, like 19 penalties, I want to say, just for like one team or something crazy. Also no punts in the game, and that hasn't happened in like 5 or so years, something like that. It's just crazy that it feels like all those penalties and a no punt game to finally have a shootout. Like, we don't get too many shootouts anymore with, I would say, the defense that's being played, the bad coaching and quarterback play. So it's just been really bad, but hopefully we get 2 good showdowns, for these 2 that's lined up this weekend. It's your boy Jay Stardo. Hopefully this helps y'all out. Y'all able to cash big, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Good luck, y'all.